I love it. People, I love it. People recording and interviewing people on my sidewalk. That's wonderful. That's so wonderful. I just love it. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Yeah, y'all doing two good things there. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press. I love it. I just love it. Nothing I love more than this. Nothing I love more than this, my people. I love it. This is wonderful. I wish y'all would do more of that, my people. I wish y'all would do more of that. I'll support y'all big time.
We're out here once a month usually.
Once a month?
Once a month.
Come more often, my brother. To get people aware of what we could do and what we cannot do. Because too many people walking around and they're not aware of their rights. You check me? And if you're not aware of your rights, that means you do not have no rights.
You want to talk to us?
Yeah, I always talk to y'all. I'll talk to anybody.
Let me show you the questions we're doing.
Yeah, tell me.
Where are we? We're here. Your name, what you do. What's one piece of advice you'd give to your 16-year-old self?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Who do you think should be the breadwinner in a relationship?
Everybody.
If you could go back to education now, what would you like to study?
I would study law.
Well, best action film ever made within the Harrow community. What kind of space do you think is missing? What would you like to see?
I would like to see more places having parking places for shops where people could come and park for 10 minutes and don't get a ticket. That's really bad. I'm going to record the council meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
I have to start recording all the council meetings because they're doing shit.
If you're good with it, when we're done with this young lady.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Brilliant. We'll just be a couple minutes.
I have no problem with that. I love a camera. Me and a camera are good friends. For all the people that be afraid of a camera, watch this guy interviewing somebody on the sidewalk. And they have a camera recording right here. I love it. I love a camera, bro. Love a camera. Hello, hello, hi, hi. You want to interview me, my brother?
Yes.
Yes, my brother. You could interview me. I have no problems with that whatsoever.
Framing. Talk to me. Do you need either of us to move? No, you're good. You're good where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, wicked. Go on. Okay, excellent, fantastic. What time is it? 3:30.
3:30.
This day and half gone quick, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you know. No, because the sun up, you know, and the day going to be longer.
Of course.
Night time is going to come soon. That's why.
You know when the longest day of the year is?
Nah.
June 21st.
June 21st. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It's exactly in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon. What's your name? And tell us, what do you do for a living?
I'm a YouTuber. That's all I do for my living right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And where can we find your channel?
On YouTube, The Fool Catcher on YouTube.
The Fool Catcher.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one piece of advice you would give to your 16-year-old self?
Study the law. Make sure you study the law. It's one of the most important things I think people should do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
People?
I find not enough people know the law. And they're walking around like fools and doing stupidness of themselves, you know, and causing confusion. I think if we knew the law, we wouldn't be doing a lot of the things we're doing. And it's very bad.
In a relationship, who do you think should be the breadwinner?
Everybody, the wife, the children, everybody's supposed to bring money home, not one person.
Yeah.
They don't have a one breadwinner.
Not in this economy.
Nah, not in this economy. Everybody should be the breadwinner, my brother. Yeah.
If you could go back to education now, even as an adult,
Yeah.
what would you like to study? What would you like to build your skills in?
I think I should have studied the law. I think that was one of my mistakes. I should have been a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would have helped more people.
Okay. What do you think is the best action film ever made?
Boy, I even know when last I watched TV, boy. Best action film, boy. Wow. What I'm going to say?
I know.
Well, I don't even know.
No?
I
That's
don't
okay.
even know
We
when
can
it
pause
comes
on
to the
that.
action films because I don't even really watch movies if it's not documentaries or
Sure,
something
sure.
serious. I don't really watch TV
Fair
when
enough.
it comes
No,
to
no,
them
no,
kind
I
of
get
things.
that. Everyone's got their flavor. You know?
I more watch documentaries and history. That's my kind of thing. I think more people should study more history and get acknowledged to the
Yeah.
kind of things that are happening because our eyes closed to a lot of things
Right.
that history would open up our eyes to.
Okay. What worries you most about, say, the younger generations coming up?
They do not know the history. Yeah, they do not know the history, and they believe, and they do not know. When you're saying you believe, you're not saying you know.
Right.
If you knew, you would never be using that word believe. You know, we only use that word because we do not know.
What do you think comes first, belief or understanding?
Wow, I don't believe at all.
Right.
So that word out of my vocabulary.
Fair enough.
You know, I consider you have to know.
Okay.
And I consider they have ways and means for you to know. If you go and study the right things, you will know.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Within the Harrow community, what kind of space do you think is missing? What would you like to see?
I want them to put more parking space for people to stop in the neighborhoods for 10 minutes and go to the shops.
Yeah.
Because all our city centers are being closed because there's nowhere to park and people cannot come and shop. So people, all the little towns and community centers are being closed because people cannot park there for 5 minutes and come and shop. So they don't want to go there anymore. So that closing down the little shopping centers, even in my area, Harrow Wilstone, I have to be running behind the code enforcement officers for the shops in my neighborhood to be able to make a money because they're just chasing the people away. The people cannot stop for 5 minutes. So why the council put parking spots there that people could stop for 10 minutes and run into the shop and come back? That would help the neighborhoods and even help the councils too.
Yes.
So I do not know why they create problems instead of trying to solve the problems. Instead of they try to solve the problems, we already have ticket wardens, they put code enforcement officers. Yeah, the code enforcement officers doing the same work as the ticket wardens.
Not really solving any problems.
And they're creating more issues. So at the end of the day, I do not know why they create issues instead of try to eliminate issues.
Okay. Speaking of issues, what jobs do you think won't exist in 10 years?
But any job that the computer could do will be eliminated next 10 years.
Why is that?
Because they want computers to do the jobs and not people. Yeah, and that's bad.
Okay.
Because that's what that causing us to lack of communication with one another. Everybody you see walking on the road now, they head in a phone. You cannot even tell them hi, good morning, nothing.
Right.
You know, like people not recognizing people anymore. Like money more important than life. And I keep telling people, I have a quote I just say all the time. It costs no money to be nice, Rasta. So if it costs no money to be nice, we should be nice to one another. But we are not. So I wonder what's going on in the place.
Speaking of being nice, last question here. What does being British mean to you?
Well, shucks.
Tough question, huh?
No, it's not really tough because right now I'm running after something that's happening in the country. People keep saying that the government spending all the money on immigration, which is a lie.
Yeah.
All right? I went to do my research myself, and I find out all the money that's been spent in this country is being spent on data companies and consultant firms. All right? So all our money has been spent giving data companies and consultant firms, but people in the city arguing about immigration. But that's not where all the money is going.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction. Fool the people and do what you want. Yeah? So that's my biggest problem. My biggest problem is how the taxpayers' money is being spent in this country. It's not being spent on the things it's supposed to be spent on. It's going in individuals' pockets.
Do you think other people feel that same frustration?
I think a lot of people do, because if you watch around the place, you'll realize money is not being spent the way it used to be spent before. People do not have money to spend like before. So that's a problem. That's an issue. Yeah? Taxes being raised, but your salary not being raised. Prices in the stores being raised, but your salary not being raised. How we coping with that? We have rent to pay, we have light bill to pay, we have council tax to pay, we have all sorts of things to pay. But the government are not really helping. They're making things worse. So I wonder what's going on in the country if they're making things worse, when they're supposed to be the people to make things better.
Right.
And they're making things worse.
And better's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everything.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Full catch up.